junior class attendant is Miss Zanetta Ford. Zanetta is the daughter of David and Zelina Ford and is being escorted by her father. Zanetta divides her time between watching basketball and golfing. After high school, Zanetta plans on joining the Air Force and serving her country. Ladies and gentlemen, Waynesville High School Deca Chapter sponsoring the 50-50 raffle tonight. The proceeds going to PTA. These help those with muscular dystrophy. Tickets are $1 for $1 and $6 for $5. They haven't told me what the drawing is, but I'm going to guess it's probably at halftime. So help out the kids in the back end tonight.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to court warming here at Waynesville as the Waynesville Tigers take on the Joplin Eagles. I'm Mike Rawlings. Along with me tonight is Matt Johnson. Matt, Joplin Eagles travel up 44 tonight to take on the number 4 team in the state of Missouri, your own Waynesville Tigers. Ought to be a heck of a game. Tigers coming off a huge win over the number 1 team in Class 4 last Saturday night. They beat Republic in overtime in one of the best high school basketball games I've ever seen.
Well, you mentioned coming off that game, that's a big win. Class 4, number 1, and I believe when the rankings were updated, Waynesville, you mentioned, moves up to number 4, but it has to be a lot of respect for Waynesville in the Republic, still number 1 in Class 4.
I thought that was huge. A lot of people looked at the 4 and talk around the school here. You know, people were excited about that. That was the part that I noticed, too. You look all the way around the state, that's a respect factor for the Waynesville Tigers that I don't know that I've ever seen that before, that a team doesn't drop a little bit after a loss no matter who it's to.
Absolutely, and the first home boys game that we're getting to do tonight, so if you're at home, maybe the first time you've seen our team this year, but coming into this point in the season with 1 loss on your record, undefeated in conference play, this is one heck of a Waynesville boys team.
Well, the other part of that 1 loss came to a very fine McClure North team that rolled in here for the shootout back before Christmas. We got our senior guard, Jerron Alexander, there starting for your Tigers. 6'7" senior guard, Kellyon Williams. Another senior, Javante Armstrong. Next is going to be a sophomore. That's Joe Johnson.
Big Joe Johnson stepping up and hitting a 3 at the end of that Republic game to send it into overtime.
And then we've got our final starter, Juwan Morgan. You're going to hear that. You're going to hear all those guys' names a lot tonight, but you're going to hear Juwan quite a bit. Juwan, one of the highest recruited kids, juniors. Let me rephrase that, Matt. There's 2 juniors in the top 150 in the entire state of Missouri. Juwan's one of those. It's been a parade of Division I coaches coming in here this year to take a look at Juwan. Along with that, we've got Kellyon getting a whole bunch of looks out there, too, to play at the next level. Juwan's going to step in for the opening tip-off. Talking about polls, that's what you get a chance to look at some of that stuff, and for what it's worth, you know, you never know, but the Ozark Sports Zone has Waynesville as the best team in Southwest Missouri in any class.
Juwan gets the tip. Ball goes in the hands of Kellyon Williams, quickly down to Joe Johnson on the right side. Tigers setting up the offense. Ball tipped away right there. Going to be recovered. Javante Armstrong gets it, gives it back to Johnson. I have not got to see much on Joplin this year. Don't know much on the offense and defensive schemes. Joe Johnson, a little floater from the free throw line, won't go. Rebounded by Armstrong.
Kellyon with the 3.
Kellyon Williams with the 3 won't go, and that's going to be pulled down by Joplin. Number 10, Jace Breaker with that.
Number 15 for Joplin's their man, Charlie Brown. He's been starting for that team since he was a freshman. He's a guy that I know Coach Pills was kind of keyed in on tonight. There hasn't been a finer player outside this Waynesville Tiger bunch in the Ozark Conference this year than Charlie Brown.
Well, and I believe Charlie Brown, Missouri Southern, I believe is what I read. This is Joe Johnson.
Yeah, I believe he's already committed to go.
Jerron Alexander with that shot off the glass.
That's going to be Brown with the ball.
Jumper from the corner is no good. Off the glass from Armstrong.
Blocked by Kellyon Williams.
Quickly down to the other end. Joe Johnson, long three.
That's from about 23 feet away. We've got a 30-second timeout real quickly. My head coach,
Insta-call.
Jeff Williams.
Wow.
A 30-second. He doesn't want this to get out of hand real quickly. That's definitely possible. Folks, tonight we've got something totally new for you. We've talked a lot about the Channel 12, Channel 12 Facebook page. Talked a lot about that. We got something brand new for you tonight. Channel 12 TigerTV now has a Twitter account. If you have any questions or any comments you'd like to bring to our attention, you can tweet it out. If you'll go hashtag TigerTV12, you send us a tweet, use that as a hashtag. We're going to pull that up right here in our Channel 12 broadcasting booth, and we'll get right to your comments and questions. We'll let you know, we'll let you guys know what you're thinking right on the air here on Channel 12.
As we're back underway. Into the corner. Ball's dead. Joe Johnson tries to trap. Back underneath to Charlie Brown. He takes the three himself. That's off the mark. No good. Pulled out by Waynesville, and Joe Johnson brings it back.
Keelan Williams guarding Charlie Brown right there. Doing a good job of making that shot happen a little quicker than Charlie Brown's comfortable. High-low game. That's going to be Javante Armstrong into Juwan Morgan. Matt, that was a key part of the offense in the first half against Republic last week down in that Rogersville Tournament Championship game. That'll be a nice jumper there for Keandre Adams. Joplin's going to pick up full court. Trying to guard the Tigers full court. Actually, probably doing this more to try to slow the game down than to speed the game up. And that's going to be out of bounds. Joe lost the handle. It went off of Javante. Joplin's going to be bringing it up the court. Dylan McVeigh checks in for the Joplin Eagles. And we're at the 4:55 mark here in quarter number one. We want to welcome all of our fans watching out there on Channel 12 and our millions and millions of viewers watching us live via the interweb.
Charlie Brown steps in, takes it long two, and it doesn't go. Rebounded inside, forces it under. That's going to be number 44, Spencer Lane, with the somewhat of a dunk.
Lane, a senior, he's another one of those Joplin players that we've seen playing at the varsity level for quite a long time.
Juwan gives to Alexander. Alexander drills. Joe Johnson.
Joe with another three.
Put it
I'll
on the
tell you,
board.
Matt, you leave Joe out there wide open, and Joe is going to hit that shot most of the time.
We saw the Joplin Eagle coach after the first one call an immediate timeout. I don't think he talked about leaving Joe open for another one. As Juwan fakes it and takes it down the middle lane.
Takes it down the middle and slams it home. Whoa. Juwan Morgan with a power move to the middle of the lane.
Charlie Brown tries to do it at the other end, drops the ball. Joplin gets their hands back on it.
We've got to travel, as that's going to be Keandre Adams out there changing pivot feet.
And the student section is alive and rocking.
That is the most packed that I've seen the student section here at Waynesville, I think, since we've been in this new gym. That's 10 years.
That's very possible. They are out in numbers, and they are loud tonight.
It is court warming. I think being number 4 in the state has a little bit of something to do with that, too, man.
I would think so, too. Speaking of court warming, the queen, the winner, as a fall away, wasn't going to go there, is one of our very own Lady Tigers, Hannah Big Ballin' Bland.
Because Hannah was queen. Seemed like the student body was pretty excited about that, too, when that happened. There's Juwan inside again. He gets fouled. And the basket's going to count, and it does.
Juwan, nice job right there to hang on the rim just long enough because his legs were being taken out from under him. Don't want to see Juwan come down hard. Foul's going to be on number 13. I'm sorry. Yeah.
Michael Thompson checks into the game for the Tigers.
Carlos Santillan going to be his first team foul. First foul of the game. Juwan's going to go to the line, try and convert the conventional three-pointer. And it's in and good, and just like that, the Tigers are up 11 here early.
The Tigers come in at full court pressure.
Ball
nice
tipped
recovery.
away.
Joe Johnson with the trap at one end and the steal at the other.
Hustling back on defense. Ball inside to Juwan. Juwan going to go once more.
And he takes it home. That's dunk number 3 for Juwan Morgan.
We need a dunk-o-meter.
Well, Tim Wallace has came up with a lot of things for us. Maybe that's next. Next home game, next Tuesday night, we can have a dunk-o-meter. Oh, we're going to get a foul on Juwan as he's going for the steal.
Going for the
Folks,
steal.
once again, I want to remind you, this is our first broadcast with a live Twitter feed coming in. You tweet us any of your questions and your comments at hashtag TigerTV12. We're going to get we want to get some conversation going with the folks at home, Matt.
Absolutely, I'm excited. I've started us off saying that the Tigers are up early. Anybody wants to jump in? Hashtag TigerTV12.
That's going to be backcourt.
Nice job of Killian right there. Defense just moving his body into position, force that player to either go back court or reverse and go back into the corner.
Well, Matt,
aggressive defense.
Saturday night, when Coach Pills shifted into a 1-3-1 half-court trap, put Killian at the top, gave Republic all kinds of trouble because they couldn't get the ball around him. Killian's so long. When he gets out there,
well, he's got a wingspan of what some small planes have.
That would be exactly right. Killian comes in 6'7", and it's more than 6'7" when he gets all spread out there at the top.
Michael Thompson dishes off to Joe. Joe drives the lane, puts up a little floater. Won't go.
Juwan with the rebound and Juwan with the putback.
Tigers right back into that trap defense. Joplin looking very frustrated by this defensive pressure right now.
Oh, and they're going to get a block on Joe Johnson there. Yeah, Joe's first, the second team foul on the Tigers.
Number 21, DeAndre Adams, checking back into the game for Joplin. Tigers aggressive man defense here.
That's got to be 5 seconds. It's got to be.
There's your 5 call.
5 seconds. Nice defense by the Tigers, and they get the turnover.
Tigers back down to the other end. Michael Thompson drives, gives to Johnson. Back to Thompson. Looks down the right. Thompson drives, kicks back.
Cedric Williams in the game for the Tigers.
Juwan Morgan has the ball up top out front.
We are
going to give
at
to
the
Johnson.
35-second mark. I got a feeling the Tigers are going to hold this for the last shot here. And they are setting up the little triangle offense here. You see him spread the floor out. Joe's got to spread it out and take it all the way to the hole and hit the layup. With 17 seconds left, it's kind of like Joplin, you're going to give that to us. We'll take it. The ball's going to be out of bounds on Juwan Morgan. 10 seconds left here, quarter number 1. The Tigers with a 17-point lead.
Number 3, Jaden Heitback checking into the game. Joplin, Juwan Morgan takes a breather. Ball comes in right underneath. Number 44, that's
That's
Spencer
good.
Lane, right up and off the glass, and he's fouled.
8 seconds left here, quarter number 1. Carter Smith checks in for Joplin. Spencer Lane with the free throw. It's going to be off. Rebound Cedric Williams. Williams gets it to Johnson. He's going to get it down the court quickly. Killian Williams for 3, and he drains it at the buzzer at the end of quarter number 1, 24-6 in favor of the Waynesville Tigers. Matt, while we're between quarters, I want to give you a little sports update for the Waynesville Tigers. This sports update brought to you by the Channel 12 Facebook page. Channel 12 Facebook, along with TigerTV. You'll want to like that Facebook page to find out all the news. It is news around Waynesville land. Matt, tomorrow the Waynesville Tiger wrestling team travels to Springfield, Parkview High School. They're going to be competing in the conference track meet. How about the conference wrestling meet at Parkview tomorrow? You can tell where my mind's been going here lately. At Parkview, they're going to start wrestling around 10 o'clock in the morning. The finals will be somewhere around 4:30 or so. So if you're in Springfield, come on down. You can join us down there. I'm going to be making a trip to Springfield tomorrow for conference wrestling. Waynesville goes in as a prohibitive favorite to bring home the Ozark Conference title, which they've done quite a few times in a row. So if you get a chance, come down, support the Tigers. Next week, district wrestling will be live right here at Waynesville. So you
Friday
come
and
out,
Saturday.
Friday night and Saturday. Some of the best wrestling in the state will be taking place right here on this very basketball court that'll have mats on it next weekend.
Keandre Adams with that bucket up and off the glass is good for Joplin, cutting the Waynesville lead 24-8. Absolutely dominant first quarter right there by the Waynesville Tigers.
This time they lob it into Killian Williams. He looks to kick it back out. Set it up. Got a nice little two-man game going right there between Reggie Walker and Killian Williams.
Reggie looks inside, tries to get to Javante. That ball's tipped away and stolen right there by Keandre Adams. And back come the Joplin Eagles on offense.
Nice job of help side defense there by Joplin.
Goes inside. That's Spencer Lane. He'll hit the jumper. And now Joplin picks up in a little full court pressure.
The Tigers get it broke.
Tigers have it broke, and it's a 2-on-1
It's a
situation.
lob.
Oh, alley-oop.
Alley-oop and a dunk. The dunk-o-meter is going crazy.
Wow.
Big hello out there to Channel 12 viewer Randy Hauser joining us tonight, watching these Tigers play. From what we're hearing from Randy, I think he's enjoying this 26-10 lead the Tigers have over Joplin. Tigers swinging around. They're posting Kelly on up down low. Michael Thompson with the three.
Boom.
And he drains it.
The Waynesville Tigers scoring at will right now against these Joplin Eagles.
6-minute mark here in the second quarter.
A little turnaround won't go. Scrum underneath, kicked out. Charlie Brown's going to jump the three. It won't go. Joplin comes away with the rebound again.
Brown backs it out, says, let's settle this thing down. Let's set up some offense.
I'm not sure that the fast-paced game is exactly what Joplin wants to try and play against Waynesville right now. It's Keandre Adams doesn't go, pulled down by Javante Armstrong. Waynesville Tigers come back down to the other end. Michael Thompson finds Killian Williams into the corner. Cedric Benson.
Whoa, Jerron Alexander. A nice little reverse layup.
Everything going the Tigers' way early. Wow.
Oh, they're going to get a foul there on Reggie Walker. He got his hand in there. Not sure Reggie doesn't think he just had the ball, but Spencer Lane's going to go to the free throw line to shoot a pair. Once again, folks, Waynesville with a dominating performance. We want to hear what you have to say about that at hashtag TigerTV12. Let's get that Twitter feed going here. First night for live Twitter here on Channel 12. Tim Wallace has been working feverishly on this all week. We had 2 days off school, Matt, and this is what Tim was doing. He was preparing for Twitter night, court warming night.
Well, I appreciate that hard work. If he's, I don't know how he is at nailing 2x4s together, but I was working feverishly myself. if he's any good with construction, he is more than welcome in my basement. Juwan Morgan gives in Michael Thompson. Here come the Waynesville Tigers once more. Thompson quickly through the trap, gives off to Reggie Walker. That ball's tipped. Joplin has numbers at the other end. 3-on-2, loses control. Ball's loose on the floor, and Jerron Alexander
comes out of it with it.
Jerron fakes, goes right. Ball gets loose. Charlie Brown gets a hold of it for Joplin and quickly down to the other end.
They're going to get Javante Armstrong. He was pushing from the side just a little bit. Be Javante's first, Tigers' 5th team foul. Coach Pills with a lot of substituting tonight. Tigers turn right around tomorrow night. Head up 44 to Rolla for a makeup game against the Rolla Bulldogs. Be at 5 o'clock at Rolla High School. No JV, no freshman game before that. The Tiger 8th grade boys are going to be playing before that. If you want to go up a little early and see some of the future in action. Joe Johnson all the way, just short. They're going to get Joe Johnson with the body there. The ball's coming down the lane for Joplin. If you want to keep track tomorrow night of what's going on in Waynesville High School sports, get on that Twitter account. I'm going to be tweeting some results on the Waynesville track. That's at WHS Track Team from the wrestling meet. The WHS Wrestling Program has their Twitter. They're going to be doing some results. Scott Turner, the Waynesville Baseball Twitter, is going to be covering the boys' basketball game on Twitter tomorrow night.
Carlos Santillan with that little jumper there for Joplin. 31-13, 3:20 to go here in the first half. Joplin bringing the defense a little further out here in the second quarter. I'll take Juwan inside. You open up the middle to Juwan Morgan, you're just asking for danger.
When you look at the way these two teams match up, you got to know if you're a Tiger. If you get it close to the rim and miss it, Juwan's going to be there for the rebound. Or Javante or Killian. I mean, it's right now definite size advantage for the Tigers underneath. Tigers switch into a little matchup zone.
Dylan McVeigh trying to fight for position inside.
It'll be a steal by Thompson. Takes it all the way in. They're going to get a blocking foul. It's going to be on number 10, Jace Breaker.
It's going to be his first. team second. Michael Thompson will go to the line to shoot 2.
First one's up and it's good. Second one's up and it's good.
Bounce pass gets it across just in time for Joplin. Jace Breaker.
He banks one home.
Didn't hear him call board, but they're going to give him the 3.
It'll work because Keelan got one off the board there at the end of the first quarter. So.
Oh. Michael Thompson saves it there as Killian's going to do a 3.
And he drains it. Oh. They're going to get Juwan Morgan with the foul.
It's going to be Juwan second, going to be team 7th.
Juwan got a little bit off balance there. Instead of going straight up, kind of got the body into it. Charlie Brown's going to go to the line to shoot 2.
Up and good with the first as we've got 1:37 left to play in what's been a exciting and fast-paced first half here.
Cedric Williams checks in for Juwan. And Matt, as dominating as this performance is right now, Tigers up 20. We look out on the court and we see 3 sophomores
Absolutely.
on the court for the Tigers.
Would appear to make for a bright future.
Killian just can't get it to fall. We're going to have a jump ball.
That ball's going to stay with Waynesville as Kellyon does a nice job to get his hands in there and tie that ball up. Tigers spread the floor.
Whoa, Reggie.
Kellyon Williams jumps up and just finger touches it in.
Wow.
Kellyon was well above that rim.
Charlie
3
Brown
at the
with a
other
miss.
end won't go.
Kellyon
Block.
blocks that one.
Joplin Eagles starting to show some frustration.
Yeah, you know, you take it inside, you get it swatted. The Tigers with 4 or 5 blocks inside, you know, dominating the boards. This is an overall dominating performance here by your Waynesville Tigers. We're under a minute left here in the half. Tigers up 40-18. I believe the Tigers will probably play for 1 shot.
Joplin steps out, picks up the pressure. Joplin definitely seen we're not afraid to take a long 3 and can definitely hit them.
Joe takes it in, kick it all the way back out.
Like you said, Tigers just playing a little keep away here, looking for that last shot to go into halftime. Reggie gives to Joe.
We're under 10.
Under 8 seconds and going. Joe Johnson looking to go, gives off to Thompson. Thompson going to take a long 3.
Oh, and it falls just off the mark. We go into halftime. The Tigers up 40-18. Matt, we're going to be back to join the folks here in about 10 minutes. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back for second half action here from the high school in Waynesville. The Tigers up 40-18 over the Joplin Eagles. Matt, an absolutely dominant first half performance by the Tigers.
Absolutely. At the end of the first quarter, Joplin only had 6 points, and 2 of those coming right at the last seconds of the quarter. Absolutely dominant performance both on the offensive and defensive end. Joplin just clearly outmatched by this Tiger team.
Starters are back in for the Tigers. Joe Johnson, Juwan Morgan, Javante Armstrong, Killian Williams, and Jerron Alexander. Tigers come out 1-3-1 defense. Keandre Adams for Joplin with the 3. Joplin keeps the full court pressure up. Picks up the Tigers man-to-man.
Joe Johnson brings the ball across half court. Quickly into the middle.
High-low game. They're going to get a foul on Charlie Brown right there.
Charlie Brown going to hit Juwan Morgan.
The little high-low game, when you've got Javante Armstrong or Killian Williams throwing it into Juwan Morgan, it's very difficult for anybody to stop.
Juwan Morgan will shoot 2 at the line for his first. Up and good. And the second one rattles through. Tigers pick up in that half-court trap. Stop the ball. Charlie Brown's going to drive. He tries to go underneath. Juwan Morgan doesn't go. It's rebounded.
They're going to get a foul on.
He's going to go up
Armstrong
into
that time.
Javante Armstrong that time. Javante leaves his feet trying to block the shot, and Brown just jumps into him. Gets the foul, and Brown will go to the line and shoot 2.
Once again, Matt, tonight our first experiment with Twitter here on Channel 12. The first one's up and good. You send us a message at hashtag TigerTV12.
Well, tweet
it.
Any
put
message.
Just use that hashtag.
And it'll pull up the feed.
We're going to up the ante, Matt. You do that, then you come to the game Tuesday night. Come down. You come find me or you, either one. You're going to get a free soda at the concession stand. Compliments of the Waynesville track and field program. If you're the first person to send us a tweet using hashtag TigerTV12. All
right, I'm pulling up the feed now.
So you've got to be the first to get it. The first one gets a free soda Tuesday night. We're going to get an offensive foul right there. Spencer Lane, nice job by Javante Armstrong. Folks, you're going to want to be that first person to get that tweet in using hashtag TigerTV12. Free soda to the first tweet that we get, Matt.
That'll work. Tigers get the ball inbounds. Joplin Payton's a little pressured, but Joe Johnson brings the ball down across half court.
Joe's going to get fouled.
Gonna be fouled.
He's going to go to the line for 2. Jace Breaker, the foul there. Joe shooting 2.
Second foul on Breaker.
First one's up and good. Matt, we're not even looking for a creative tweet here. We just want a tweet from somebody using that hashtag. It's worth a free soda Tuesday night.
Second free throw falls for Joe. Waynesville lead is extended 23 points here. As Waynesville steals the ball, Jerron Alexander swings it across to Joe. Joe, a little running jumper will fall.
He gets it to fall. Extends that lead to 25.
48-23 here early in the third quarter. Joplin just doesn't seem to quite have as much fight as they came out with at the start of this game.
Spencer Lane catches it with nobody behind him. There's a shot a layup, and he's looking to kick it out.
Joplin thinks about the three. Kicks it back, trying to look inside. Not there. Kicks it all the way across. Charlie Brown puts the three up and good.
Well, Matt, we got our first tweet, but I'm not sure that tweet counts because that actually comes from Channel 12.
No, Channel 12.
I think that was a
Wallace
disclaimer.
Is trying to sneak
He's trying to get him a soda here. You know what? We'll up the ante. We'll go a soda for Tim Wallace on that, but I want to give a soda to somebody else out there viewing.
A stranger.
A stranger. Or somebody we know that's watching us. It's going to send us a tweet. We've got it. We've got it. We have it. We have it.
At McJesse Swag.
Is our first tweet that we have. I love it. Well, if at McJesse Swag, you come by and catch us Tuesday night down here, and you have got yourself a free soda to drink while you're watching the Tigers live here at the high school. I'm excited about that, Matt.
Three in the corner goes for Adams. Just like that, Joplin's trimmed the lead down to 17. Juwan Alexander. Juwan dishes off to Joe. Joe drives the lane, puts a little floater up. It's short. It's going to go out of bounds, but off the hands of Adams, I believe. That ball's going to stay with Waynesville. Michael Thompson checking into the game as Juwan Morgan takes a seat on the bench. Also checking back into the game for Joplin, that's going to be number 20. No.
Deshaun Garth.
Yes, number 20, Deshaun Garth, yes. Jerron Alexander takes the ball up top, gives off to Johnson. Johnson stops. Waynesville taking their time, patient on the offensive end. Killian faces up. He's going to drive. Charlie Brown playing extremely aggressive defense. Gets off to Michael Thompson in the corner. Thompson, a little turnaround jumper in the lane.
And he's going to get fouled. The basket's going to be good. Dylan McVeigh with the foul.
It's going to be first on McVeigh, but Thompson's going to shoot one.
Oh, he misses. Williams with the rebound.
Williams off the glass,
can't
won't
get that to go.
Adams quickly back to the other end for Joplin, and he's going to be fouled. I think they're going to get Javante Armstrong.
They do get Javante.
Catching him. Javante catches him on the arm as DeAndre Adams was quickly back to the other end that time. Little burst of speed we have not seen much out of Joplin as he's good with the first. Reggie Walker checking back into the game. Jerron Alexander takes a breather. Second will go. That puts the lead back to 17, 50-33 here as Joplin picks up into full court pressure. Pass goes to the middle to Reggie Walker. Reggie turns around. That ball's tipped up.
That ball.
Adams gets a hand on it, and he's down to the other end. Off the glass, no good, but the tip back by Charlie Brown. And just like that, it's a 15-point game.
That's going to be a foul. I believe that's going to be on Jace Breaker. Joe Johnson just a little too quick for Breaker. Be Breaker's third.
Chase Breaker will take a seat, and we've got Spencer Lane checking back into the game for Joplin on that foul.
And Juwan Morgan checking back in for the Tigers.
Michael Thompson with the ball in the front court for Waynesville. Michael directing traffic, takes it into the corner, gives back to Johnson. Johnson looks at the three, takes the jumper in the middle of the lane, no good. Javante Armstrong underneath.
That's going to be Killian Williams.
I'm sorry, Killian underneath. Killian's going to be fouled. He's going to go to the line to shoot two. Foul's going to be on Charlie Brown, going to be second foul on him. Sixth team foul already for Joplin here in the third quarter.
In and out for Killian. The second one does the exact same thing.
Joe Johnson goes for the steal, doesn't get it. Joplin brings the ball down to their end of the court. Pass goes inside to Spencer Lane, a little give and go, and absolutely rejected by Juwan Morgan.
Joe spots up for three. He's going to be just short.
Pulled down by Charlie Brown, and it's a race to the other end. Charlie Brown up and out, no good. Spencer Lane right there to give the putback.
Timeout as Joplin calls timeout as they shrink the lead to 23. Here with 2:49 left.
That'd be 13, Coach, 13.
Excuse me, 13. Wow. Okay, it's Friday. Been a long week. Been home for 2 of them days. It is 13.
Yeah, Joplin clawing their way back into this game.
It is.
Joplin.
It's a full timeout for Joplin.
Here in the last 5 minutes or so, been able to do a little bit more on offense, but the difference I've seen is Joplin has been fast back down on the offensive end. They haven't been waiting on the Tigers to get back in defense. They're really pushing it and going right to the hole, and Joplin finding some success right now in pushing that ball to the hole. As the student section appears to be on a roller coaster.
I had to stop and watch. Matt Dillon, the marshal, has got the student section going crazy over there. As you can see to the right side of your screen, Matt would be the one in the big orange cowboy hat. Crowd really responds to the marshal, Matt Dillon.
Well, he's a leader. He's a marshal.
He's a marshal. That's exactly right.
I don't know if he's armed, but that would definitely make me more apt to follow.
I'm going to guess he's not, as Waynesville School District is a gun-free zone.
Well, but if you're a marshal, doesn't that come with like some kind of special license?
I don't think so, Matt. Tigers break the ball down. Thompson's going to set the offense for the Tigers.
Tigers moving it quickly around the top. Killian Williams gives to Michael Thompson. Back to Killian. Killion's going to take the three. Up and off, no good, but rebounded by Johnson. Killian coming down the lane,
Puts
off the
that
glass.
One in. Nice job by Killian Williams. Kind of got lost by the Joplin defense after the missed three. Was able to take advantage of that, take the ball to the hole.
Joplin running a little high-low game here. That ball's taken away. Michael Thompson comes with a hand on it.
Gets it over to Reggie Walker.
Reggie Walker, and Reggie's up and out.
Joplin's going to go the length of the court. Whoa! Joe Johnson's going to get the reach in. I would love to say that was obviously a foul. The official was trailing the play. It had to be very difficult for them to see. First one's off, up
Adams
and off
misses
the mark.
with his first. So Waynesville leads 52-37, 15-point lead with about 2 minutes to play here in the third quarter. The second one misses as well. Rebound comes to Killian. Tigers push it back down to the other end of the floor. Killian Williams goes across to Michael Thompson. Michael Thompson looking back to the right-hand side, Joe Johnson. Joe finds Juwan, finds Thompson in the corner. We've got a foul underneath. I believe they're going to get number 13 right there, Carlos Santillan.
Well, what I've been watching underneath is there's a lot of grabbing, a lot of holding. Joplin knows they're outmatched underneath. They're trying to make this as physical as possible underneath.
Checking back into the game for Joplin, there's number 10, Jace Breaker.
Killian's going to go to the line as the Tigers are in the bonus. The 136
will
mark.
Shoot the front end of the 1-and-1. Killian up and good with first. And Killian hits the second. Cedric Williams re-enters the game for the Tigers. And it's time for me to tell Sophie and Paige good night. Daddy loves you. Hope you brushed your teeth and we're good girls. And I will see you when I get home. Joe Johnson quickly to the other end into the lane. Kicks off to Alexander. Alexander gives to Johnson. Joe Johnson's going to drive the lane. He tries to go up. That's going to be blocked right there by number 44. That's, Spencer Lane with the block. But the ball will stay with Waynesville out of bounds.
Tigers up 17. Minute 15 left here, quarter number 3.
Cedric Williams gets the inbounds and gives to Joe. Three won't go. Pulled out of there by Breaker for Joplin. The Eagles back down to the other end as we're under a minute to go here in the third quarter. Spencer Lane backs in down low, doesn't get it.
Nice
pulled out of there by
rebound by
Cedric Williams. Wow. Tough rebound inside. Kellyon Williams puts up the three, won't go. Rebounded, back down to the other end. That's going to be thrown away by Joplin.
Yep.
Joplin trying to go all the way down the court that time. A little bit hard on the pass. It goes out of bounds, and it looks like the Tigers are going to work for the last shot here in the third quarter.
Whoa! A little runner by Joe Johnson at the buzzer extends that Tiger lead to 29. If I got it right that time, Matt. 19.
19.
I'm pushing for it. I was pushing.
You're
for
trying to give us 10
I'm
extra
trying
points.
to all night long. It's just not going to work. And while we're between quarters, we've got another sports update from Waynesville brought to you by the Channel 12 Facebook page. Channel 12 and TigerTV Facebook. You're going to want to like the Channel 12 Facebook page for all news. It is news, Waynesville style. I know we check it for news around our house anytime we want to know what's going on around the Waynesville School District. We talked about the Tigers being in action tomorrow night, 5 o'clock at Rolla. Then they come back home next Tuesday night to take on the Camdenton Lakers. That's a game that will be broadcast live here on Channel 12. But folks, we'd much rather see you come down to the high school and support these Tigers. Support the number 4 team in the state of Missouri. Right here live, there's not very many chances you get a chance to do that right here in your hometown. Also next week, Monday night, the Lady Tigers head up the road to take on the Lady Lakers from Camdenton. That's going to be a Monday night game for the Lady Tigers away. The Tigers will be at home Tuesday night. And we want to mention conference wrestling tomorrow with the Tigers at Parkview. Lots of action in Tiger sports. Don't forget, like that Facebook page, Channel 12's Facebook, and you can keep up to date with what's going on, what news is news, Waynesville style, right there on the Facebook page. I like it. I know you like it too, Matt.
Three won't go right there, rebounded by Jerron Alexander. You just got me a little tickled there. Joe Johnson gives to Juwan Morgan. Juwan, count the basket.
Juwan will go to the line to shoot one.
They're going to call Spencer Lane for the foul there. Could have really gone to one of either two players, as Juwan was bodied hard by two different guys. Still makes the basket. Follows it up with the extra free throw there.
But Matt, I'd like to point out the Tigers have went to the free throw line tonight a lot.
They're going to
Been
get Juwan
successful a
Morgan.
lot.
Absolutely.
That's not by accident. I roll in here at somewhere between 6:30 and 6:45 every morning. I would say most mornings there's a handful of these Tigers in here shooting free throws, and that's all they're working on in the morning. Taking some time in the gym when they can, working on free throws. It's the kind of thing that pays off in the end. Is those many times that you put in just a little extra work on things like free throws pay huge dividends.
Javonte Armstrong checking back into the game for Juwan Morgan. Tigers lead by 20, 59-39.
Joplin in a 1-2-2 press. They've tried about everything against the Tigers tonight.
Joe Johnson at the other end. Adams, some tough defense right there against Johnson. Gives off to Michael Thompson.
High-low game. Gets it into Keelion. Up, and it's good. I like that play a bunch, man.
Oh, I do too. Hard to defend.
Nice job by Javonte blocking out.
Ball's
No
loose
whistle.
on the ground. Jerron Alexander picks it up. And here come the Tigers in a hurry to the other end.
Keelion, whoa.
Wow. Kellyon clean from behind, but no call. As the three goes for number 13, Carlos Santillan. Back across half court come the Tigers. Gives to Kellyon Williams. Finds Jerron Alexander.
Up, and that's three. Nice little drive there by Carlos Santillan.
Michael Thompson gives to Joe Johnson. Joe Johnson looks inside. Not there, backs up. Passes off to Jerron. Jerron looking on the other side. Looks into the corner. Javonte Armstrong fighting for position, but Jerron takes
Alexander
the
with three.
Jerron Alexander.
What do you stop on this team, Matt? When the guards are nailing threes, when the bigs are dominating inside,
you can defend one or the other, but it's real hard to defend both.
Unless you can just match up, which Joplin's proved they can't match up man-to-man, it's next to impossible. Charlie Brown from downtown misses.
Does that make him downtown Charlie Brown?
No, because he missed. That time Charlie whiffs on it like he was trying to place kick.
We've got a jump ball here. Things getting a little chippy. Caleb Rodriguez checking into the game.
Caleb, another sophomore out there for the Tigers. Yeah, that's an offensive foul. Javante stood his ground. Bad part was that little guy hitting Javante almost didn't knock him over. Charlie Brown knocks down Javante Armstrong.
Juwan Morgan checking back into the game. Michael Thompson take a breather. Caleb Rodriguez, Killian Williams bringing the ball down. Shot up and out, no good for Jerron. Jerron drives, a little body bump. Caleb Rodriguez tries to go inside.
Javante, oh no. Javante comes down on that knee.
It's going to put Waynesville in the double bonus, so Javante will shoot 2, but don't like to see Javante get hit in that knee.
No. This one's up, it's in. I think Coach is going to try to get Javante out. Hopefully Javante makes this one, not for the point, but just so he can get out. He does.
Yeah, he does.
And no, I'd be incorrect. Jerron Alexander.
And Reggie Walker.
Tigers have 6 out there. Yeah, Javante's coming out. I thought for sure he would. Guarantee Joplin didn't want to play against 6. They was having a hard enough time playing against 5.
I don't know that I like Joplin's odds playing against 4.
No.
Kellyon Williams gets a hand on that pass.
Charlie Brown looking at the potential trap there and backs it out. So we're under 4 to go.
McVeigh gonna drive the lane, not there, and Juwan.
He gets it up to Killian, and it's slammed home for 2. The Dunkometer's running wild.
Three up and out, no good, and
they're gonna get a foul on one of the Tigers. It's gonna be on Cedric Williams. His second. 16 foul for the Tigers. Sam Roberts going to check in for Waynesville. Another sophomore. Juwan Morgan with the steal. Up to Reggie. Reggie's going to lay it up. Wasn't there. Kicks it back to Caleb Rodriguez, and Caleb's going to set things up.
Caleb Rodriguez is going to go down the lane.
And he's going to be a block. He's going to go to the free throw line to shoot 2. Or shoot. We'll be shooting 2.
Yep,
double bonus.
Double bonus.
Well, we've got a second, Matt. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Crowd is going wild. Wonder what this is for. Got a double bonus here. Ended the game for Waynesville. Tim Green. Tim Green checks in for Juwan Morgan. The second one's up, and it's good. So right now we've got Cedric Williams, Sam Roberts, Caleb Rodriguez, Reggie Walker, and Tim Green out there for the Tigers.
Sam Roberts with the block. 3 won't go. Tipped out. Controlled by Joplin. Adams puts up the 3. Won't go. Pulled out of there by Caleb Rodriguez, and the Tigers have it 2-on-1. Caleb's going to get fouled. Caleb's
going to go to the line. While we have a minute here at the 2:27 mark, I want to send out a big thank you to Tim Wallace. Tim Wallace, the director for Channel 12. Once again, another night, tremendous job for Tim and the students. This is Tim guiding his students through this process, and me and Matt just show up and sit back and get to talk like we would if we were sitting at home doing this. The students tonight are Mason McCullough, Justin Gomez, Reagan Garby, and Marshall Nightingale. Marshall Nightingale. There is a new Marshall in town.
That ball slapped out of there by Sam Roberts up
Tim
ahead.
Green goes in. Oh, just a little too hard. They're going to get Sam Roberts for a foul over the back.
That's going to bring it down to the other end, as that's going to put Joplin into the bonus. So Joplin will shoot 1-and-1 at the other end. With Waynesville holding the 30-point lead, we do have the mercy clock running.
While we were thanking our broadcast crew and Tim Wallace, we want to thank all of you people, everyone that was out there watching tonight that sent us a message on Twitter using the hashtag TigerTV12. Thanks so much for your participation in social media here.
Well,
with
and if
Tiger TV.
If you don't have a Twitter account set up, you've got, 5 days? Next Tuesday night?
Next Tuesday night, we're doing Twitter again. It's been such a success tonight. We're coming right back with it. We're going to build this into a Twitter empire here on Channel 12. Once again, for all the latest updated news, the Channel 12 Facebook page, Channel 12 Facebook and Tiger TV. For all the news, it is news here in Waynesville. Waynesville School District, you're going to want to like it. I like it. Matt likes it. Mark Wilson the other night with wrestling talked about how much he gets on that page. He spends hours delving into the Channel 12 Facebook page to find out what's going on around the district. I talked to Kenny Lewis the other day. Kenny Lewis has liked it multiple times. He likes it so much. Cedric Williams up with the layup. The Tigers up 34, running clock.
Won't go. Spencer Lane inside.
Another rebound by Cedric Williams.
No good. Williams brings it. Gives to Reggie Walker. He brings it across. Reggie Walker kicks out. Tim Green.
Tim loses the handle on it. They're going to call back court. Actually, it wasn't back court, but it's all right. I don't think it's going to play a part in this. Joplin's going to get the ball. Time's running out. Tigers going to walk away with this victory. 78-44. Dominating performance by the Waynesville Tigers tonight. And folks, don't forget, next Tuesday night, the Camdenton Lakers roll into town for another Ozark Conference basketball clash. We hope to see you down here at the high school, but if you can't make it, join us on Channel 12. For Matt Johnson, this is Mike Rawlings. We hope everybody's enjoyed it, and we hope everybody has a wonderful weekend.